Hi everybody, welcome to today's edition of Friday Sews. I'm Alison and my channel name is Sew Like Dotty, and thank you for joining us today. So let's get cracked straight on. I'm trying something new a little bit later on here. Instead of dropping in some pictures of some clothes I've made, I've done a little video because I'm aching a bit today. I've decorated one wall in Tyler's room next door, which I'm kind of going to use when I want to take photographs and stuff, because it's not always easy to just nip out into our garden. I've not got the biggest garden, and although the weather's been beautiful, you know, it's just a bit tricky. So yeah, I have set up, I've decorated the room, I've changed the bedding and stuff, and it looks really cute and lovely. And then the tripod's on the bed, and just as I was finishing recording, I thought, God, when you look at the other side of a picture, it looks like I'm recording for like, what's it called? Fans only or Reader's Wives or something like that. We're not. But yeah, I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments when I do the little videos. Let me know what you think. So I'm going to kick off today with, what am I going to do first? Yeah, I'm going to talk about swimwear, because 2 weeks ago I was at Sawtoon on the Wednesday, and Haley was sat next to me. We were just talking about kind of making knickers and swimwear, and I just said, oh no, I don't think I'd dive into that, you know, I need a bit of support. And hey ho, 2 weeks later, here I am with various bits of gubbins to start thinking about swimwear. Our holiday is September. Now I'm kind of a size 16 to 18. I'm hoping to be a bit smaller by then. But what really sparked it off to make me think about it was, I've got the Tilly and the Buttons Iris knicker pattern, which anything I mention I always try to drop into the description box below. I've made that a couple of times. They're really nice. I just haven't made any recently because I don't really have any scraps of jersey. I've been using more woven than jersey. So I thought, well, I could make the like bikini briefs, if you like, in that, because I'm a big knicker girl in a bikini. And I thought, what about the tops? So I started doing a bit of research on YouTube, searching around for free patterns and things. Anyway, I've come across a couple of things. I got a couple of fabric samples. Then I ordered some off Amazon that's also available on eBay. So I've ordered the clear elastic that's just come, it's downstairs. I just got it off Amazon, the elastic, swimwear elastic. So this is like regular elastic, but it's swimwear elastic. So the same with the clear plastic one, long life, salt and chlorine resisted. Not that I'm a dangle your legs in the pool sort of person. I might be in, but I won't be in for long. But obviously you need to use the right stuff, don't you? I've got some black Mariflex thread. I need to do a bit of research into the thread and cotton that you use, and I'm guessing a polyester is probably better than a cotton. But the whole thing that started me off thinking I could do this was, probably normally I'd wear like a bikini that's a bra type of top, so I could drop the straps down because I hate getting lines. But when I was looking with the Naira when she was going away, I saw that Next had some shirred top bikini sets in, and I just thought, well, why not? So I did some research. There's a few people that have done it. You just use regular sheer and elastic, but obviously use swimwear fabric. And I had some black power mesh that I bought just on a random order from So Affordable. I don't know, it could be like it could be last year, I don't really know. I took this along to Sawtoon on Wednesday and sort of asked Tamlin's advice. Obviously she works at First for Fabrics, just to see, and this is no offence to Shil, but I was like, is this the right stuff? Is this what I would be using in swimwear? And she said, yeah, I think it's absolutely fine. Ellie and Mac have a few on their channel, have a few sort of sew alongs, so I had to look at those. On one of them she's making a reverse set of bottoms. The other one is a pattern called the Waterfall set. So with that you can do loads of different configurations of it. Swimming costume, tankini, briefs, all sorts. And it has a ruffle that goes across the arms. Now I like the idea of that, but I would tend to have something that I pulled on with sleeves in. So I've ordered that pattern, literally it was £2.30. Sent it yesterday to Flamingo Prints. It's already been printed and on its way. I'm expecting it to arrive tomorrow. But what I think I might do with that is do the ruffle round here. I'll probably do it as like a bit of a tankini top, rather than a swimsuit. But yeah, I'll put the links into those and you can have a look. So the first couple of fabrics that I ordered were from Dalston Mills. I just got a couple of samples because activewear swimwear fabric can be quite expensive, and I wanted to just check it out. So both of these fabrics, I'll hold them up separately. So there's a sticker on the back. I love how this came with all the info. So this is called Floral Elastic Tiger Lily Garden Pink. Its normal price is £9.90. It's got these big tiger lilies on. It's a little bit sort of satiny finish. It's nice, like that typical sort of swimwear. Nice sort of stretch, nice quality. And it's now currently £6.60 a metre, which I think is such a good buy. So that is that one. And then the other one that I got in there, there's sort of 4 flowered ones and lots of plain, is called Floral Elastic Tiger Lily Garden Blue. So it's basically the same, but a different colourway in it. And this morning I set off trying to find some gingham swimwear, and there's loads on Etsy, but it's USA based, and a lot of it's by the half metre. So by the time you buy a metre, I reckon I can get this out of a metre, but by the time you buy the metre and then pay shipping and stuff, you know, sometimes you're talking about maybe like £17 plus shipping. Tilly and the Buttons have some lovely ginghams on, but I think the £8.99 or £8 a half metre. So I was like, well, it's only for me holidays. I'm not that bothered about having gingham. I love these when they arrived, but sometimes you just get an idea in your head and you're off and running. So I think they're both lovely for £6.60 a metre. What I need to do is order some probably white or cream, either power mesh or just some plain swimwear fabric. I might just get swimwear fabric because I've ordered some. I'm waiting for it to come. I ordered it on Amazon. It's a dark plum. That's due to arrive next Saturday. Initially, I got it thinking I might use it with this one, but I'm thinking I might just do a plain set with that. And that was £4.99 a metre, I think. And what I'm thinking about doing with that is this is my new sign for bikini briefs. So imagine the panel on the front is normally flat, but you know when you can buy them and you can get them where they sort of ruched across the front. So if you've got like a few folds across your tummy like I do, it sort of disguises that a bit. I'm wanting to kind of play around a little bit, so I'm probably going to hack the bottoms pattern and play around with it. But what I'm thinking is I've got some like jersey on there that I'm, you know, if I cut it up and use it, I'm not bothered. I thought I might just hack the pattern, play around with it on that before I actually cut this fabric. And then the other one, which is on eBay or Amazon, but quite a lot of different patterns. There's all sorts, tropical, some animal print. There's a grey with a pale blue animal print, but I'm just going to be honest and say I'm going to stand up. I've got these bits here that I need to cover up when I'm in swimwear. I won't be the only one. So I need something that's probably got a lot of, if it's lighter, got a lot of pattern to disguise that, or if it's a darker colour, some gathers or something like that. So this is called, I think it was called Hearts Multi. It was actually brighter when it arrived. It's probably brighter in person because it looks quite dark. It's not like neon colours, it's just a little bit brighter than it looks there. But I figured this would look really nice. So I think I'm going to do a bit of a combination. I've not decided what I wear, of shirt tops, tankini type tops with a ruffle on, that kind of thing, and see how it goes. So this one I think was about £13.97 a metre. So this is the dearest one that I ordered. But it's a lovely quality, I've got to say. I've not worked with activewear before, but, you know, I'm just going to dive in and go for it. But as I say, I think both patterns, I'll do a bit of a practice version of it for fit, like a toile, and get that right. So, yeah, let me know below if you've made any swimwear, any top tips, yeah, just anything at all. But if you are wanting to check out some vlogs, I'm sure there are lots more, but I can really recommend those ones because she literally takes you through on those step by step of how to make, which is cool, isn't it? That's great. So last Sunday was a full day of Sawtune. I usually go on a Wednesday afternoon every other week, and I wasn't going to go on the Sunday. I've done one before, but it's quite a long day, and I was just going to nip along because I'm so lucky and blessed. It's just around the corner from me at Westmiller. But I knew that Ruan, Yorkshire Soul Girl, and Rachel from Stitched Up, and oh gosh, what's her name? From Running So, Judy from Running So and So was going to be there, and also Lucy, I think I've remembered right, from Geek Petite was there, who lives fairly local to me. So obviously there was a few more vloggers there, and I love making up with the girls every Wednesday, and some of them were there as well. But Tamlin managed to create enough room, so I went for the day, and I really enjoyed the day actually this time. I felt like I was much more organised. I took my necky overlocker in the boot in case I needed it, but I knew we were tighter for table space, so I overlocked some of the pieces before I went. I made the wilder gown, which I'm going to drop in a video shortly and show you. I finished the wilder gown. I just needed to do a rolled hem on it when I came back. I finished some trousers, and I finished hemming some sleeves on a top. And I cut out a pink sagebrush top, which I was very impressed with, because like I think we spend the first hour having a good catch up with each other, which I love. How, you know, not just the how are you, what are you making, what have you been up to, how would you do this, anybody done that? I love it. I absolutely love the vibe. So it was just lush to meet everybody. I was she'll probably laugh if she watches this. Like, I felt like I was proper fangirl stalking Ruan, because she's just one of my favourite vloggers. I really love watching her vlogs. And I was sat with Rachel from Stitched Up, and it was just lovely because I've watched her vlogs a lot as well. But it was just lovely to have that kind of bit of company, chatting it through, and everybody just mixes. And there was an option to go at First for Fabrics on Sunday, which isn't usually open, with a bit of a discount code. And Judy, Ruan and Rachel all have a discount code on their vlogs if you want to check that out for First for Fabrics, which I think is valid for the rest of this month. If you watch Ruan's vlogs, you'll have seen she's had these for ages, these project wallets, I think they're called, off Amazon. I kept thinking, I don't need them, I only make one thing at a time. And then I developed a box, you know, those fold-out boxes from IKEA that I kept putting stuff into, or hanging on the back of the door, that I then take off so it looks tidy for the vlog. And I thought, no, let's get organised, Alison, because I cut this on Sunday, brought it home with the pattern pieces on, kind of just shoved into a bag. Then my plan was to sew this at Sewtoon on Wednesday afternoon, but then other things cropped into my mind that I wanted to do. So I felt like it was getting pulled in and out, and I thought, if I just had them bags, because I had said, well, I'll just use fat quarters and put a zip in. Well, it just didn't happen, did it? So I ordered these. So I am very organised. I've got the things left to alter for an Ira in one of them. I've got a t-shirt that I want to totally change the sleeves within that one. This one here is the top part of the denim saguaro set that I'm going to redo with my 2 backs hack. And then this one is some leftover fabric from my wilder gown and saguaro pants that I'm hoping I can make like a little top out of, so it looks like a 4 jumpsuit. So there you go. So I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to particularly go through them in any order, but I just feel like they're there, I can just pick them up and I can run with them. So yeah, I caved, what can I say, and I bought them. I bought 5 thinking, oh, I'll only fill 1 or 2. Well, I filled all 5 straight away, so... I did come home with some fabrics. We have like a little donation corner. I've put fabric in and patterns in. We just donate, and then you put a little, you can donate things, obviously sewing things. And then there's a donations tin, or you can send it to Tamlin and she donates it to charity, which is lovely. So I think Rowan might have brought this fabric. I didn't know, but I was just mentioning it to Tamlin on Wednesday. Tamlin's from Sewn on the Tyne. I think you guys all know that. And I've got the pink colourway in this. I've made it indigo in it, and I think Rowan might have donated it 2.5 meters, or whoever did. Thank you, because I think I might make myself a pair of really nice pajamas out of it. That's my thought with it, because I've got a dress in it, but I just saw it and I thought it's lovely fabric. It was in I think maybe the May Sew Hayley Jane box, or April, I can't remember. But it's lovely. So yeah, that's my plan with that. And then I'm sure I've seen this one in First for Fabrics, but I could be totally wrong. It's I think it's a scuba fabric, which I've not sewn with before, but I just absolutely love it. So thank you to whoever donated this. There are two pieces which are, I'm going to say, approximately 1 metre in size. So this one's just going to sit in my stash, and I'm going to make a nice sort of sweatshirt style top in the winter with this. It gives me, oh goodness, who's the designer? Ted Baker vibes. And I think it would be really, really nice. And I don't think I'd need to buy ribbon to go with it, because I think I could probably kind of find enough plain pieces of it, or almost plain, that I could do it in that. But I know Linda from Granny Linda Sews did the, I think it was the grain line top, like round neck top, the other day, and I thought, oh, that's a little bit lower, because I do like the billy, but it comes a bit high up on my neck, and like I'm just not keen on that. So yeah, absolutely love it. I have washed both, because that's my new promise to myself, to wash my fabric. Oh, do you wash swimwear fabric before you use it? Don't know, never thought about that. It's all right, it's on my mind. I could just go in the shower with it, couldn't I? Then it'll get wet, then it'll dry. No, that's a bit stupid, Alison. Just chuck it in your washing machine. Yeah, so I think there's 2 meters there, so it's lovely. So I think that'll make a lovely top like that for autumn and winter. It may be one that I do make sort of September time or so, I think. So I was over the moon to spot them, and of course I made a donation for those. So what else have I done? The thing that I changed my mind about on Wednesday was just the sagebrush top, because by that point, if you're in the UK, it's been sweltering, hasn't it? I mean, who hasn't been struggling, particularly to sleep on a night? I've even had to break out the fan for the sewing room. So I decided to crack on and make some like pyjama shorts and tops. So I've done a few different versions. I've just used the Simplicity pattern, which I've put back in the drawer. I'll tag it into the comments. It's one that I've done for the whole family. Actually, I'm just going to pause you and I'm going to go and get it. There we go, I'm back. Yeah, this one here. So it's the Simplicity 1563A. I'm sure a lot of you have got it already. Out of this set, I've done the full length pyjamas for myself, Anira and Carl. I've done the dressing gown for Anira, and I've now made the shorts for myself. I've not really looked at the vest. I could, I guess, I don't know. I do kind of sleep in a vest with long pyjama bottoms usually. But I'd made the Ogden cami for Anira. I know this has done the rounds for years. I kind of, the first one I made was for her Christmas pyjamas. So I'd made that for her before, but when I ordered the pattern and got it printed out at Flamingo Prints, I got 2 copies of it. So on Wednesday, I made a little pair of shorts and the cami for myself, which it was probably a bit of a twirl to do it as shorts, because it was the same pattern. But what I think I need to do, and what I would say if anybody's thinking about it, is I just felt that I needed to sort of kick out the fabric a little bit here at the bottom more, so it just didn't feel as snug around the top of my legs. Maybe that's because it was poly cotton rather than anything else, I don't know. So I've made that little set. I've packed that away because I'm going to keep that for my holidays. Then I made a pair just in some of the poly cotton that I had kicking around, and then I've now cut a set in this viscose satin, I think it is, which I got from Rainbow Fabrics last year. I think I just got 2 meters of it, so it's quite, there's the silver bit on it is like a bit reflective. It's lovely. So I've got that cut out, and now I've got 2 envelopes, because the ones that I made the in-between pair, I did make the top and then put it on. I thought, why is that so small? Well, I've cut it for an iris pattern. So we now have the Ogden, True Bias Ogden and Iris and Alison's. So I cut the right one. So luckily she's got the pyjama bottoms in it, so she doesn't know it yet. She's going to get a little camisole to go with it to make a little set. So there you go. So yeah, I've no idea how much I paid for this. It wouldn't have been that much. But I knew I wouldn't get a dress out of it. They must have only had 2 meters left in stock, I think. I don't know why I would order 2 meters. I always order 3 meters, but I've got a little bit left over there, so I don't know what I'll do with that bit, but something will come of it. So I'm going to drop in the little videos that I mentioned earlier. I'm just going to finish off with them, talking about the 2 dresses. So one of them, the zebra print one, I think I've shared before, talked about it, but I don't think you've seen it on me. But I'm also talking through on these kind of the fit and things that I've done with it. And then there's the wilder gown. So I hope I've not bothered. Hi, so I'm back with Friday Pattern Company Wilder Gown, which is a pattern I've sat on for about a year before I bought it and I made it. And I shared last week on my vlog that I was going to make it out of like a blue patterned polycotton, which is lovely fabric, and then I just thought I don't think it's got enough drape. So this fabric has been in my stash for a while. I did make some saguaro pants with it a couple of weeks ago. So I ordered 3 meters. I got some fabric from Rainbow Fabrics Kilburn that had a fault in it, and they sent me another. I could choose something, and they sent me another 2 meters of this. So out of that 5 meters, I've got the wilder gown, which says it takes 4 meters, for the version that I've done, which is the full length one. But because I tend to try to get fabrics that are a very wide, like 58-inch wide fabric, I've managed to get this out of it, the saguaro pants, and I think there's enough left for an Ogden cabbie or something that'll go with the saguaro pants to make it look like a full jumpsuit on holiday. So you've seen this one before, guys. When I made this at Sawton last weekend, and when I first put it on, I kind of really felt like it was pulling me over, and a lovely lady called Marilyn that I've only just met at Sawton, ooh, it's a bit creepy, isn't it? And she said, you need your gathers sorting out. So she sorted me out. I tried it on in the loo and came back. So what I did when I got home was, as she said, obviously it's a raglan sleeve, so you're looking for the gathers for the sleeve seam to sit in there, which made a lot of sense when she said it. So I was so pleased that she did, because I know Chelsea from Friday Pattern Company talks about putting it on and moving them around, but all I did was I put a little stitch on each of those seams, so like on those sort of top of the sleeve raglan bit, which is actually holding it in place. So if I do want to loosen it, I probably can't because I've tied it in a double knot, I can loosen it, but actually I can just pull it over my head and I'm good to go. I've done something with it now, haven't I? See, typical me. I'll sort that out later. Now, I've seen a hack for this on YouTube that is a slash and cut on the sleeves to make it like a more voluminous sleeve. I wasn't sure because I do often have to do a bicep adjustment, but actually I was quite impressed that this fit me. I think I cut it in a XXL or a XL. I'll check, and I'll pop it in the description, or I'll mention it on my little vlog. And the only thing I think I might do is, I was originally going to put elastic under here, but if you can see, this is where my bust finishes, and so the seam's just slightly above that. So I may actually lengthen the bodice and back the next time I make it, so it does fall more at an empire line, and then if I did want to draw it in, I could. But actually I think what I might do is just take the side seams in by it, probably only maybe 1 centimetre, but I just think it changes the shape of it a little bit. You can see it's hard to see when I'm holding it, I know, but I just think it changes the shape from that totally loose to, sorry, that's the post coming, hopefully with a pattern for me that I'm going to be talking about. I just think it makes a difference. So I'll step back and you can see the full length. I've just done a rolled hem. So it's got the 2 tiers, and basically for the pattern, it's rectangles for the skirt. So I did the top rectangles in the amount that the pattern said, but for the bottom pieces, what I did with those was I just measured the width of it and ripped it across. Obviously you've got to test your fabric, but it did that, no bother. So rather than having 3 panels on the bottom, it's actually still 2 panels. And Chelsea does sort of talk about that in her So Long vlog. So I do think I like it. I wasn't very sure, if I'm honest, but I do think I like it. I'm enjoying these floaty outfits at the moment. I'm really pleased with the fit on the arms. I don't know if I'd make it in a blouse, because it would be quite loose and I don't tend to have stuff tucked in. But what I am thinking about doing is looking at Alice from Polka Dot Palace on Instagram, because she's done a hack of it where you basically don't put the sleeves in and it becomes sort of a little tie top. But I have got another pattern for a top from a magazine that I downloaded for free last year, so I'm thinking about doing that with that. So yeah, there you go. It's navy with brown on. I don't know if it's coming over as black on camera, but I do quite like it, so I will start wearing it. I think it's one that I just need to get my head wrapped around a little bit. Okay, heading back for a little bit more chat now. Hi, so I thought I'd jump in and show you. So this is the Style Arc Belle dress, which I've made a few of before. You can check back in my vlogs and I'll post a link to it down below. Now this is meant to have buttons all the way down, but I ran out of fabric. I was trying to turn this into a full length ball gown. So I love the sleeves. They're very drapey and floaty. The fabric is a viscose satin from Rainbow Fabrics, but I don't think it's in stock now. But basically what happened was I decided to share the front panel, which has like an angle down here. It has a shirred back anyway, so I'd already done that. But I didn't have enough fabric to make it as long as I wanted. So what I did was I joined together and did another shirred panel, which like my daughter and my husband are like, nobody would notice but you. But the reason I've not, well, I did wear it to go to breakfast in a hotel when I was at the ball, but it was a little bit gapey, so I've literally just stitched up here a little bit, and the pattern would have a button here and buttons down here anyway. So it's a excuse me, it's the Style Arc Belle dress. I have made it with a ruffle on the bottom. I'm not sure how well that'll come over. But for me, I'm quite a curvy size, like 16 to 18. I find this one kind of pulls me in. I've done different waistbands on it each time I've done it. You can see it's got like a little yoke there. You use the burrito method to do that. And if need be, you can line it quite easily, and it's just gathered under the bust there. So it's quite flattering. It brings me in here. I really like it, and I think I'd definitely do it shirred again, but obviously I'd do it in one panel. So I got this out of 3 meters of fabric just, but I think if I'd made the skirt panel longer before I put the ruffle on, that extra length at the top, I wouldn't have needed to do that. So it's all a school day, isn't it? So I just thought I'd share that one with you, and now I'm going to get to you. Hi, welcome back. I hope that was interesting. I've learned a bit from doing that. Obviously my head was chopped off. I totally had the camera the wrong way around when I was recording it as a video next door, so a bit more aware of that. But I hope just being able to chat through things is quite helpful to people, because sometimes seeing it on you can chat through it a little bit more. So I will try to get better at doing that as well. But I just wanted to come back on and say, if you're still with me and you've not fallen asleep or something, thank you very much for staying with me. And I'll catch up with you next week. So take care and bye for now.